San Francisco, January 30th. 84-year-old Vicha Ratanapakdee dies after an attacker sprints toward him and knocks him to the pavement. The next day in Oakland's Chinatown, a 91-year-old man is shoved to the ground by an assailant who's now been charged with 3 different assaults on that very day.
I was just tired of seeing everything going on social media, the attacks against the elders, them getting hurt, the robberies. It's just disgusting to look at. And I'm just like, why is nothing happening?
We just sat out there for like 15 minutes and showed our presence over there.
Okay, nice.
Born and raised in Oakland's Chinatown, JOJO launched a fundraiser to hire armed private security guards to patrol Chinatown and nearby areas. To her surprise, she met her goal of raising $25,000 in one day, raised the goal to $50,000 and met that too.
Honestly, I didn't know that it was going to spread like wildfire, and so many people were so concerned about it and wanted to do something but didn't know what. So, I'm glad that I did this because, the support that, the merchants, they even say they feel safer. Some of the shoppers here, they feel safer.
In 2020, Stop AAPI received more than 2,800 reports of hate incidents from Asian Americans. 8% of those were physical assaults. Women were harassed nearly 2.5 times more than men.
The Asian American community is really fearful and concerned at this moment from both the racism of last year and then the current spate of violence. We don't know if this year's street crimes were necessarily racially motivated, but the effect is similar. We're being traumatized.
This past weekend in Oakland and San Francisco, outraged citizens from all different backgrounds joined in solidarity. EDDY ZHENG spent more than 20 years in prison for home invasion and kidnapping, but became a model prisoner and now a community leader.
We are able to learn from each other, so therefore we are able to humanize each other.
With a number of the attacks committed by Black Americans, ZHENG made it clear the worst thing to do is pit one race against another.
We also need to hold the system and government accountable for their failure to address white supremacy and systemic racism that continue to perpetuate anti-Blackness and anti-Asians and using us as wedges, but really trying to create an opportunity for cross-cultural engagement and cross-cultural healing. Right now, our Asian brothers and sisters and our neighbors are going through some pain, and that the root causes of violence and crime is actually lack of resources.
The activists say rampant violent crime in their community has always been there, but now people are seeing on video the brutality of the acts and the vulnerability of the victims. Many residents simply say they're fed up and will do whatever it takes to protect their neighborhoods. Mark New, CGTN, Oakland, California.